A student is recovering tonight after suffering minor injuries in a school bus crash this morning. Metro telling us a car crashed into the bus near DI and University Center. As for the driver of the car, impairment is suspected. An update now on the pedestrian who was killed last night in a hit-and-run crash at Nellis and near Harmon. This afternoon, we reported police are looking for a Jaguar. Short time ago, they located it, but not the driver. Investigators say the Jaguar knocked a 53-year-old woman to the other side of the road and then took off. Another driver also hit that woman, but remained on scene. Police say she was not in a marked crosswalk. And that crash, just the latest in a series of deadly collisions across the valley. In fact, we've seen more fatal crashes this year than the same time last year.
8 News Now reporter Ryan Matthey joining us live from that location of the pedestrian crash at Nellis and Harmon with what's being done to try and reverse this dangerous trend.
Well, Brian, Denise, we are not even 2 months into the new year. We have already seen 26 people die on Vegas roads, and a majority of them were pedestrians. Police are now scrambling to figure out how to reverse this trend and get the people walking on streets like the one behind me here to notice.
This one involves a pedestrian crossing outside of a crosswalk.
Thursday night was the most recent, the second auto versus pedestrian hit-and-run collision in 24 hours.
Please, save a life.
Save a life. Remember, save a life, even if it's your own.
And each time, Metro pleads for caution over social media.
If you have a pedestrian versus a vehicle, that pedestrian is going to lose every time.
But as Traffic Lieutenant Daryl Rhodes says, the message doesn't always get across, and the trend is conflicting. The valley's seen less car crashes than this time last year, but more fatalities, over 50% more, a similar increase for the amount of pedestrians killed, which were found at fault over 3 times more this year. It almost translates to 1 pedestrian killed every other day.
Every single one of those at-fault pedestrian fatalities have been preventable. Everybody wants to take that shortcut. They want to get across the street. They're not wearing clothing that's appropriate where drivers can even see them. They're wearing dark clothing.
But jaywalking offenses were decriminalized in Nevada 3 years ago. Whether on digital signs or in person, police are tasked with finding another way to get the message across.
By way of a warning, or by way of a citation, that message will get delivered. We're trying our best as an enforcement agency to get that out there, but I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a community effort in order to change that behavior.
Now, the new numbers are also provoking a new presence, he says. We all remember when Metro Police identified the most dangerous intersections across the Vegas Valley. Starting Monday, he says even more officers are going to be stationed at those locations. You can figure out if you live by one of those by following us on our socials, and it's on our website right now, 8newsnow.com. Reporting live near Nellis and Harmon, Ryan Matthey, 8 News Now.
Ryan, thank you for that. Also interesting to point out, fatal DUIs actually down. Metro also reported 0 reckless driving collisions this time last year. We've seen 7 so far this year. Now, for the increase in the number of state police, they have a theory.
It's unknown for the real reason of uptick of our pedestrian fatalities, but with people coming in from out of state, and we've even had people from out of country coming to the Super Bowl and other events throughout the Vegas Valley. And when they get to drinking or they're partying or having fun and they're out there walking around, sometimes they just don't pay attention.
Nevada State Trooper Sean Hagstrom there saying it's really important to be especially mindful at every intersection as you approach it. He urges those walking at night wear a lighter shirt or outfit that can be seen.